Now then, people, it's Joe or Leeds TV, and it is just full time, has just been drawn against, for me, one of the best sides we've seen, in my opinion, since Bielsa's took over. I thought West Brom were fantastic tonight. But the main thing is Leeds United have won the game. Great first half performance. Again, second half, I thought we were dogged. We stuck in. Listen, it was, bite your nails. It was handing, heart in mouth kind of moments towards the end there. But listen, we've come out of that with 3 points. Could it be a little turn for us? Because at the end of the day, we've conceded late. I guess we're all watching it. I was the same. Them in the ground, getting towards the end. How much we were getting peppered. You're thinking, could we concede? Could we concede? But no, not tonight. An absolutely fantastic point against a brilliant side for me. West Brom, just to reel some off, I thought the kid Pereira, the Brazilian, what a baller. Sawyers, I thought Dean Garner was class. Furlong, they brought Zahor off the bench. I thought Bartley played well at the back. Ajayi, listen, and Sam Johnston in goal. What a goalkeeper at this level. And listen, this is the thing with all these TV. There's no sort of, it's not all Leeds and everything. At the end of the day, for me, West Brom deserve to get something out of the game. They'll feel hard done by, and they're a fantastic side, and 100% will be well up there. From a Leeds perspective, as I say, that's going to do wonders for the confidence. We've come away from a disappointing game, although we dominated possession against Charlton. We've come away from that. We've come back to home, which hasn't been great for us of late. We've played a team that are top of the table. We're undefeated, haven't lost. The only team in this division that haven't lost, and we've ground out, 3 points. And is it a change of the tide a bit? Was it a bit of game management? Look, we've seen Bielsa. He's not afraid to make decisions. We've seen it last season with Phillips getting, brought off after 20 minutes. Today, half-time, he brings on Roberts. I was surprised by the substitution of Shackleton. As it turns out, there's another knock. Again, injury crisis. Fingers crossed he's okay. Cooper came off earlier as well. Obviously, we've got Forshaw, Pablo on the sidelines. So yeah, when I seen Roberts, I was a bit surprised. But obviously, it was due to the Shackleton injury. I thought Roberts was pretty ineffective. There was one break. I think it was Harrison who initially lost it. He did ever so well to fight back, get it, gives it to Tyro, as I like to call him, Tyler Roberts, and it was a poor team effort. And when I seen Ayling warming up, and when you hear, Ayling's warming up, I'm like, oh God, he's going to change the fullbacks again. Because this is what, we know what we're going to get with Bielsa. It can be a little bit predictable at times, as the lads have said previously in videos, but it wasn't to be. He brought Tyler Roberts off, moved Dallas into the centre. And it was the right decision. It's good decisions, game management. And I thought we were resolute today. I thought Stuart Dallas, take your hat off. I mean, he was absolutely fantastic tonight. I thought KP, again, was worldy. I mean, that ball that he played over to Costa, and Costa brought it down and had an effort at goal, at Sam Johnston's goal. I mean, we'll go through it a little bit more in depth. I mean, I like to make notes as it is, but I thought, look, frantic first 30 minutes, it had that big game feel. It really did. It was one of them. I don't know. It just felt that there was a lot more on the line from a Leeds perspective. To think it's only the 10th game of the season, but it did have a lot riled and riding on it for me. I think look, there was wild challenges. Obviously, Alioski, Bartley put one in on Bamford. Who, by the way, Patrick Bamford. I even said to our lass at the end, I said, I love Patrick Bamford. Where's that come from? But tonight, I thought he was absolutely fantastic. Ran himself into the ground. Yes, there was the opportunity where he hits it against Sam Johnston, and then Costa has the follow-up just before the end of the first half. But listen, Patrick Bamford was immense tonight. When you win the game and he doesn't score, that's why I think that's where his gripe is, isn't it? It's when we're losing the game and he's had missed opportunities. But tonight, you cannot say anything about the lad. I went on Twitter at half-time and I'd seen someone had said, oh, Patrick Bamford's missed again. I can't believe Orta and Rads had their eyes out by paying what they did for him. And listen, I'm not Patrick's biggest fan, so you know what I mean. But tonight, take your hat off. And much like Dallas, I thought Patrick Bamford was unreal tonight. Unreal. But yeah, as I said, with regards to the Bartley challenge that came early doors, there was great work by Paddy in the lead up. Obviously, Cooper gets injured around 30th minute. Berardi comes on again, steady Eddie. Apart from when he likes to get his reds, but tonight I thought like he was fantastic. The Cooper injury does look a bit of a bad one. Fingers crossed it's not. But yeah, I think the first half, as I say, there was the penalty decision, 17 minutes. It's not a penalty for me. But then, obviously, 37 minute, we get the goal, and it's a goal from Alioski. I think it has been given as maybe an own goal for Kyle Bartley. But listen, it was great work by Costa, again, into Click, who then gives it him back. It goes out to Harrison, and Harrison seems to dawdle on it. I'm sat there watching it going, oh, Harrison too much again. Wrong decision again. Luckily, he manages to, keep hold of the ball, and Alioski's arriving, and it's a very good shot. We've seen Alioski have them sort of, efforts at goal, and he has scored from them positions previously. And look, it was a great finish. Yes, it did come off Bartley. Maybe if it don't get the nick off Bartley, it's not 1-0, but you're absolutely buzzing when we go in 1-0. As I said, I've put here Bamford and Dallas very good at that point. They were fantastic the whole night, but I'm just going through my notes. 47th minute, Bamford and Costa probably both should score, but I thought Johnston was unreal tonight. I think he's a really, really top keeper. Again, I did put Shackleton, I thought was playing well in comparison to how we've seen him of late. And I was surprised he was brought off, but as we all know, I believe he's picked up a knock. I've just got many comments. Dallas on Dean Garner, quality on the 50th minute. 52nd Costa, great work. The ball from KP, that's what I mean. The ball from KP from inside his own half to pick out Costa's absolutely unreal. This from like 56th minute onwards, this is when West Brom start to turn it on. The amount of times Pereira pops up in my notes is unreal. He has the chance on 56. I think Pereira wins himself a free kick. It was hard to take because I thought Paddy Bamford should have had one just before that. And surprisingly, it was a challenge by Pereira, and he ends up going up at the other end and winning himself a free kick. And it would have been hard to take had they scored. But yeah, then substitutions are made. Obviously, Kenneth Sahor, Gravinovic comes on. I do like Gravinovic. I've seen bits of him so far this season. Phillips was pretty ineffective. Same with Hal Robson-Kanu. If you compare it to how we, last season when we went to their place and got absolutely battered, Phillips was unreal that day. But look, West Brom do have a plethora of talent to bring off the bench, and we've seen that they've got some really top quality players. And if any West Brom fans are watching this, they're definitely going to be well up there. Us, them, Fulham, definitely great side. But yeah, I mean, look, my notes are. I've put there Pereira, baller by the way. Dallas was unreal tonight for us. I thought Costa played really well. KP. But listen, it's a fantastic 3 points. It's not even a point, We as Leeds United should never be happy with a point. But it is one of them where you're thinking, if you're away from home or whatever, that's a good point against a good side. But for us to be able to hold on as much as we were under the cosh, it's great to see. And I've just listed the names and I'll go through them again. I thought Sawyers was good, Gravinovic, Pereira, Dean Garner was really good. Obviously, you've got Bartley, Furlong, Sam Johnston. I thought West Brom, and I'm waxing lyrical a bit about them, but that's the reason I'm doing that is because people need to understand, and I'm sorry if that's coming across like I'm telling you what to do, but what I mean by that is it's a fantastic 3 points. And it's great for Leeds United now to go into the Millwall game at the weekend back on the winning run, back at the top of the table. And yeah, you've got to be happy with that. I mean, look, West Brom had scored in every single game they've played this season. They failed to do so. They've been undefeated, the only team in the division to do so. And we've come back and we've had a fantastic performance. 3 points back top of the table, and it's all rosy again. I don't care. There's been a lot of negativity of late, especially after Charlton. But for me, that shows. Them lads are up for the fight. and it was a brilliant performance. But the mad thing is, we didn't have all of the ball, you know, which we're used to so much. And you know, Don Goodman, what a wanker, but you know, he made a good point, and on Sky, like watching it, when he said, you know, I don't think I've seen many, if any, teams dominate Leeds like West Brom did tonight. Even if you go back to West Brom last season, it was very much on the counter. They had a you know, plan that day to sit back and just bang us on the counter. Tonight, West Brom came at us. Slaven Bilic, I said on Monday Night Football, I think I really rate him, and he's got a very good Championship side there, and I do fancy them to be well up there in the top 2 with the mighty Whites. I do think he was a little bit of a bitch today, complaining about the amount of the amount of coaches in the technical area, and I think Corberan got a yellow and Bielsa got a yellow, but I don't care. It was a fantastic performance to get 3 points against, for me, the best time we've played for, you know, probably in Bielsa's tenure, in my opinion. I thought they were that good today, and they played us at our own game, and arguably, you know, were better than us at times. It was just a brilliant, fantastic game of football, in my opinion, and I'm absolutely buzzing that Leeds United have come away with 3 points, and we move on to Millwall now. But thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit a like on the video, comment, subscribe, make sure you share it for me, and make sure you watch the rest of the lads' videos. But thanks very much for tuning in. Leeds.